Hipipo is pleased to present 40 Days 40 FinTechs, an initiative under its Include Everyone program, as it continues to lead the way in advocacy for the creation and dissemination of technology that enables financial inclusivity. The 40 Days 40 FinTechs is shining a spotlight on those that are breaking down digital barriers and bringing millions more on the continent into the transactional space and transforming their lives for the better.
AgriShare originally started off in Zimbabwe through an idea, a competition for innovations in a camp. And this was which was organized by the Hipipo organization, and that was in 2017. So in 2018, operations started off in Zimbabwe. Here in Uganda, we started off in 2021, earlier in January. The operation started in March 2021. This year, we're also launching in Malawi. In Zimbabwe, already 50,000 farmers are registered on the platform and are using AgriShare app. In Uganda, above 15,000 farmers are already using the app or the platform. And amongst these ones, we have over 10,000 transactions which have been so far done through AgriShare. And this means farmers accessing land. This means farmers accessing trucks for transporting their agricultural produces. This means farmers being able to irrigate their land or their crops. This means farm workers being connected to jobs. This means processing equipment being available, for example, maize shellers, so that there is value addition. This is how AgriShare does it. And we do it in an innovative way. We do it to make it easier for the farmer to easily and conveniently and affordably access these resources, which some farmers had already given up on using. Now they're becoming affordable to them. Now they are becoming accessible to them. And that's how AgriShare comes in. We know that FinTech solution is all about enabling the vulnerable people being able to access financial solutions or financial services. We know in Uganda, we have 60% of people in Uganda being farmers. But also this percentage, these farmers who are the backbone of our economy, they are the most vulnerable. They are the ones suffering. So innovatively, AgriShare comes in that we provide solutions so that farmers are able to sustain themselves or improve themselves. First of all, we enable farmers access services on credit, and then they can be able to pay later. That should be depending on the process or approvals which have been done. Then also in another aspect, we use other FinTech innovations. We integrate them within our solution. For example, farmers being able to pay digitally. We talk about Airtel money, mobile money for MTN, flexible by banks, and all these solutions, we apply them so the farmers who were previously not being able to access these solutions, now they are able to access them. We understand financial inclusion is also not just about maybe registering on mobile money or Airtel money, but being able to use these services. And AgriShare comes in that when farmers want tractors and then can use this innovation to pay. 40 Days 40 FinTechs initiative is an amazing thing for us, the startups in Uganda. First of all, it provides a platform and space for us startups like AgriShare to be exhibited, to be shown to outside the world outside there so that people can know what's happening. That's one, that people become more aware about the innovation, the solutions which are available, which they can use. Then also secondly, FinTech solutions are many in Uganda, but the connections and also interlinkages amongst themselves is still lacking. So 40 Days 40 FinTechs is one way on which the innovators, the people who are implementing solutions can connect with each other, can know each other, and then they can partner and collaborate to work together. AgriShare, we focus a lot on the KYC, knowing our customers. So during the process, especially during the onboarding, we ensure that we register the farmers. We get all this information so that we know. Then we also track the data, how they are performing, and then this one we can also use it later. Then also on the other aspect, there is this verification process which comes in, especially on the resources which are listed on the platform. And this one also is also part of the principles. Then also, depending on the transaction which has been done, for example, if it's irrigation, sometimes payment is immediate. For sometimes it can take a day, but usually immediate and day. So we use these principles, not just because they are pushed to us, from maybe stakeholders, but because we know they are very important for the farmers. It brings also the confidence to the farmers to know that, okay, if I transact, I will be paid immediately. If somebody registered a tractor on the platform, then with the collaboration with the other FinTech solutions, then we are able to implement these principles effectively. I could put the challenges majorly at two levels, maybe global and the national level. Globally, we have seen COVID-19 epidemic happening and brought the challenges in that people change the way they are working, people change the way they are farming, people were restricted, but it also brought an opportunity in that the digital innovations became the solution now to those problems. And this also provided an opportunity for all innovators outside there that this is the time for you if you are outside there to innovate something. This is the time for existing companies to go digital and innovate. This is the time for anybody who has a solution or idea to use digital platforms. Sometimes you might not have to start from scratch. Sometimes it might just take collaborating with existing innovations. Then you maybe scale up into another country. That's one. But also another challenge on maybe the continental level is the challenge of funding. When you look into Africa, the flow funding for startups and digital innovation is still low. If you look into Africa and you assess very clearly, you can see that most funding goes to Kenya, most funding goes to Nigeria. Nigeria takes about 36%, Kenya takes about 19%. So if you add those on, above 50% is just amongst the two countries. If you add Egypt and South Africa, it goes to above 80%. While other countries are talking about $2 billion coming to the countries for the startups as a funding. Uganda, we are still at $125 million coming to Uganda to invest into the startups. This brings a challenge when it comes to being able to implement or to compete with the other startups at the continental level or even globally. AgriShare, we are here because we are on the vision to transform the way agriculture is done in Uganda. We understand that if you are outside there, you need our services, please feel free, come and talk with us. We are located in Luwel on Barichewnya stage, on the road towards the Luwel police station, or you can just use Google Map and then you put in AgriShare Uganda office. Then you will find us, and indeed, please visit us on www.agrishare.app. We are here to see that we change the way agriculture is done in Uganda. We are here to see that we improve our food security. We are here to ensure that farmers have joy and also create employment and also boost our local economy.
40 Days 40 FinTechs is presented in proud partnership with Cross-Leg Technologies, Modus Box, Modular Foundation, and Level 1 Project.